Yes, we all caused Nigeria's woe and we would have to fix it together. I'm not the one that said that. That is coming from the former governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has called on Nigerians to truthfully acknowledge the fact that all are responsible for the parlor state of the nation's socio-economic and political sectors and be bold enough to come together to correct the same. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Serious Matters on ONIF TV, and my name is Olukunle Abraham. He stated this while delivering the 25th convocation lecture of the Lagos State University LASU titled Global Trend Nigeria and Its Place in the World. Do we love ourselves enough? He was represented on the occasion by the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Obafemi Amsat. Taking a cursory look at the development in the socio-economic and political sector of the country, he opened that being ranked as the 11th most populous nation on earth, her ranking as the 131st globally in GDP per capita was not cherry news. Let us not fool ourselves. History is patient yet not forever lenient regarding negligent fooling. There comes a time when there is no time. Our nation approaches such moments. We have boasted of enormous potentials for decades, consoling our discomfort by saying that potential will be realized tomorrow, but something disappointing seems to happen when tomorrow becomes today. Years and decades have passed, yet greatness remains elusive. If greatness came by merely speaking it, we would be among the greatest nations in human history. Instead, Nigeria remains locked in place. We remain an economy unjustly designed to export raw materials and import increasingly expensive finished products. The name of raw materials might have changed from cocoa and groundnuts to oil and gas. The dire effect of this uneven economic arrangement remains the same. Permit me to stop at this point. It's a long, write up there that I would not want to take your time with. But I'd like us to think in the same, look at this from different angles. Yes, personality matters a lot. The personality of the person who sent in this. I believe this minute or this lecture was prepared by or for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And when I hear things like this being put forth by persons like him, then the question comes to mind. Then what has the ruling party been doing since they came into power 2015? Because these were the same things that were said in 2015. These problems have been there since 2015 when they came into power. So why are they still talking about it? They have had 8 years. I see Asiwaju as being one of those who have been in control of this nation. Whether he's the president or he's not the president, he's been in power, as it were, because he's a national leader of the political ruling party that brought President Muhammadu Buhari to power, going to 8 years now. And so if we are still talking about the same thing, then are we indirectly saying that this government has failed us again? Like we complained about PDP, and now today PDP is riding and being boastful, saying that they were better off, even though the economy was crumbling under them at that time. Yes, we say money was plenty, but sincerely speaking, for those who understand what economy really means, the economy was actually crumbling. There were issues. But unfortunately, after you promise heaven and earth, where will become 15 naira, and this will become this, that will become this will become that. As of today, only for a few filling stations who sell normal from pump price at 165, fuel has gone up as far as 250 in some some states, especially in the southwest. So it's very, very important. So when we talk about diesel, companies are complaining heavily now. All the likes of television, subscription, cable networks, already increasing tariffs, net telecommunication already threatening increasing tariffs and all of that. Some companies have shut down because they can't afford to run on diesel. Electricity is not stable. The what's it called? The national grid has collapsed severally. It's an epileptic grid. An epileptic breed that is collapsing today. This was not what was promised. 8 years. Sir, if a child was born 8 years ago, and by today, the child is still crawling, or the child is still complaining that he wants to drink milk when he's supposed to be eating solid food, you yourself you know that there is a problem. You know there is a problem. Except we are saying that this administration has failed us again, and so we are bringing in another one. Well, like I said earlier on, he's very is somehow only also sinile no obuyosi, because it's as if we're just going in circles. Well, like I would love to have the likes of Mr. Akinwumi to join, Adeshino Akinwumi to join the train of this presidential race. I would have really loved to have their likes so that the race will become more interesting. See, today we had the likes of Peter Obi also joining, declaring his own intention to run. I'm sure there are several that are still coming up, and so it makes it more interesting. We have varieties to choose from. We need people who understand this thing. Because Asiwaju mentioned it in this place now. He said if it's an issue of just saying it, we say keep saying it. He said if it had been an issue of just saying it, then we would be a better nation today. If greatness came by merely speaking it, then we'll be a better nation today. So as much as possible, when we are going to the polling units, let's go wisely. Let's take our PVCs. Let's go and vote, and let's see what comes out of it. But then Asiwaju is accusing every one of us. Anyway, not accusing us anyway. But then he has pointed a finger at every one of us, saying that we all caused the problem of Nigeria and we must acknowledge it. Then except he's talking to a few people that we do not know, but then we means all of us. So were you part of them? Thank you very much for joining us. This is Serious Matters, and please do drop your comment and share this video. Please just click the share button. I know say you go talk that data, but now just tiny chinking data now. Please share the video with others. Let's all see what's happening. Thank you very much.